Hi, this is Dan Lewis from Where the Shows Are, and I'd like to take a moment to thank you for coming to our site and to watching this tutorial. The whole purpose of this video is to let you get the very most you possibly can out of our website. And this search engine is kind of like a blank canvas. It allows you to do a lot of things. You'll see when you get in here, there's thousands of shows for you to search through. And of course, finding exactly the right show that you're looking for is the whole key. If you had to sit here and just browse from beginning to end, it'd take you all day and you'd be pretty confused when you're all done. So let me run over a couple of the very basic things on our website so that you can search more effectively. The first thing is that you'll want to put in a date. If you look at the first line on here, it says date show begins. And of course, if you click on that, it'll pop up a little calendar where you can then select the date you'd like the show to start. Now, when you get results, the shows will show up in chronological order. So from beginning at the date you selected until the end of what we have in the database. You can of course limit that by putting the date the show in. So if, for example, you wanted to see everything we had in April of 2015, you'd put in April 1st, 2015, and the end date would be April 30th, 2015. That's pretty self-explanatory. Likewise, you can put in a deadline date too, so that if you wanted to know all the deadlines that were taking place in the month of February, for example, you could put in February 1st and it would give you chronologically all of the deadline dates from that point forward. And it would be in order of the chronological time the show starts, but it's still going to give you all the deadline dates. The next thing you want to take a look at is other ways you can limit that data. And probably one of the most effective things for me is to look down in the state area. Now, in the state, you can just put in the two-letter abbreviation of whatever the state is. So Florida would be FL, Georgia GA, Pennsylvania PA, and so forth. Just put those two letters in and hit enter. You're all set to go. Now, you can also limit it by city. So if you wanted to see everything that took place in Miami, for example, you just put Miami in, or Philadelphia, or whatever the city is. You don't need to put the state in. So in other words, the more data you enter into each of these little fields, certainly the more limited the search is going to be. The less data you put in there, the more limited, the more expansive the search is. So if you just wanted to see everything we had in chronological order, you don't have to put anything in there. Just hit the little submit button at the bottom of the page and voila, you're all set. Another thing it's important to know is not only dates, not only states, but if you're looking for a show name, you can put in either the entire show name or a part of the show name. And in fact, here's something that's important. The more you put in, as far as the show name goes, the more limiting the data will be. So let's say that you wanted to see all the blueberry festivals that we have listed. You could just type the word blueberry in the show name section, and anything we have that contains the word blueberry anywhere in it, in the name of the event, is going to show up. If you put in the Welborn Blueberry Festival, then all that's going to show up is the Welborn Blueberry Festival. If you put in blueberry in the show name and you put Georgia in the GA in the state, then it'd be all the blueberry festivals in Georgia and so forth. So if you're in doubt, or maybe we put the name of the show in just a little different than you might have heard it, what you want to do is put in any part of it. And so what will happen is if it says Welborn Blueberry Festival or Blueberries USA or the National Blueberry Festival, as long as it says blueberry in there somewhere, you're going to get it. So it'll do part of a word or an entire word. It'll match whatever you want. For that matter, give blue in there if you want. If you wanted to see all the events that we had that said seashell, you'd put sea or seashell or shell, those kind of things. So anyway, that's pretty much how it works. And then as you go down through the rest of it, you'll see some of the other things. Now, for those of you who've had the book, you know that we divide Florida actually into 7 regions. We have it numbered FL1, FL2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And that corresponds to various regions within the state. Now, in the state section in the top, you can put in just the FL1 if you'd like, which is going to give you shows in the Miami area, or FL4, which would give you shows around the Tampa area and so forth. The reason that we did Florida and not the other states is just because, quite frankly, there's so many more shows in Florida than in any other state. Well, anyway, that's about it. Now, once you hit enter, you can either, well, by the way, you can either hit the enter button after you've put in some sort of text, or at the bottom of the page and hit the submit button. In either case, it's going to get you to the next little part, and that's going to be the results section. The only place where you can't just hit enter and expect to get a result is when you put a date in. It doesn't return the submit on that. So what you'd have to do is put in the date, put in some sort of text, hit enter, and you're all set. Or put in the date, just hit the submit button in the bottom of the page. In any case, it's going to come to the results page. And then on the results page, there's going to be a summary of basically what you searched for. So if you put in again the word blueberry, it's going to pull up everything that it found that has blueberry in it. And then from there you can visually go down and find the one you're most interested in, and you can then click the little spyglass over on the right hand side of the page, and that will take you to the details page. And so the detail page follows the same format as our book, and it tells you the date of the show, the deadlines, it tells you, who it is, where it is, what it is, how much it costs, space sizes, setup times, all the things that you've been used to by looking in the book. Now, a few pluses we put in back here are that you'll see that in all cases that the email address of the contact information is a live email address. So if you click on that email address, it'll automatically go to your email browser and you can send an email message out that way. You'll also look in that top section, there's a place that says show a map. And so if you click that, it'll pop a new page and it'll pull up a Google map of wherever the location is. The last thing, if you look toward the bottom, you'll see it says web page down there, and that web page will be again live. You click on that, it'll pop a new page which will take you right to the web page of the event. Other things you can do from this detail page, you'll notice on the top, on the bottom, and on the left hand side there's continually new ads popping up, and these are people who we have digital ads for. If you click on any of those ads, it will take you right to their web page, so you can have the opportunity to see a little bit more there. And we'd encourage you to do that. It won't mess up your search. All you have to do is just click on it, and it will take you right to their page in a new page, so it doesn't get your search screwed up. Now, if you want to go back to the results page, just hit the back arrow. It'll take you right back to the results page. If you want to go back to the original search page, all you have to do is click search. It'll take you back there, and then you can enter in all new data and start a whole new search. Additionally, if you want to go back to our home page, once you get to that search page, you just click search and it'll take you back to the home page too. Well, anyway, that's about it. I hope that you found this tutorial to be helpful. Feel free to contact us if you have any other questions or any other things that you'd like to discuss, or for that matter, suggestions you'd like us to make. We wish that we had every answer for everything, but of course, Where the Shows Are was built on the idea that a lot of people told us what they wanted, and then we tried to incorporate it. So anyway, thank you very much for watching the tutorial. Good luck with your searches, and mostly good luck with your shows.